Girls of Reddit, what made you think no way I'm going on a second date with this guy during the first date? I had a male best friend in middle school. We stayed pretty close in junior high as well. In high school he would pretend not to know me and then call me as soon as we got home wanting me to come over and hang out. We parted ways after graduation but kept in contact. I went to college and he went to a vo-tech school. A year or two later we both ended up back in our hometown. He wanted to take me out and I agreed, figuring he had matured during his time in vo-tech. So he comes to pick me up at my grandma's house, where I was raised. He drove up with his radio blasting and the windows down. His seat was so far back he could barely see over the dash and was almost laying down. I was raised in a very strict household and he was very familiar with the kind of things that my family and I, being raised by them, found acceptable. He peeled out of my grandma's driveway, radio blasting, barely able to see over the wheel. I was so embarrassed. The whole movie date he acted like a total jerk. He acted like a trashy grease monkey from some S-exist muscle car movie the whole time. It was nowhere near the guy I had spent most of my childhood with. I was so offended that he thought I would even remotely be into that. I didn't want to go on a date with a musclehead. I wanted to go on a date with the guy who had been my best friend, who shared my love of video games and talked with me about our individual dreams and ideas. There wasn't a second date. Later I found out from his friends, like a year later, that he was telling everyone that we were dating, he was helping pay my bills, and that we were talking about moving in together.